Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 16th episode of the Greenhouse Ensemble's Quarantine Soiree. I am your host for this evening, Joey Rotter. I'm coming to you from my childhood home in Chicago, Illinois. I'm filling in for Reanna Armellino because she is in tonight's production. Tonight's production is Fix by Patrick Alvin. It is directed by Hazen Cuyler and stars Hazen himself and Reanna Armellino. If you would like to support any of the artists in tonight's production, you can do so in one of two ways, and we're making it even easier for you with QR codes. Okay, so this one over here is if you want to donate on our Fractured Atlas website, and this one is if you want to donate via Venmo. And all you have to do, if you've never used QR codes before, is they've gotten even more high tech. You just put your phone in camera mode, and then hover over the code that you see, and it just miraculously offers to take you to the correct website. No punching in crazy long URLs. Go try right now. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be telling all your friends, did you know you could do this? It's super easy. You know what? Oh, I'm already on the Greenhouse's site. I guess I might as well just make a donation. That's great. They work hard. Okay, I'm done with that. All right, without any further ado, we give you tonight's production, Fix by Patrick Alvin.
He's gone. They kicked him out. More like strongly suggested he leave. So he did. You okay? So I don't know. I didn't know he was gonna be here. He gets it. He gets what you're doing. We all do. Okay? Is Patrick's note taken?
How long?
Until what? He comes back?
How long has it been? For you?
Over 18 months. I know you have me beat. I know. You're a role model. I mean, Jake?
I haven't been totally honest. I've tried. It's only been 6 months.
Oh,
6 weeks.
everyone falls off, right? I mean, my shrink tells me that most people fall off in some way between 5 and 7 times a year. Can you believe that? They still wave around their chips like they're some kind of, poker game, like a big poker game or something. And see how well I do. It's like they tell you, you won't do so well. You won't. You will fail, but I won't fail. I have the chips. Yeah. My ass is getting cold.
Want me to warm it for you?
Don't think Jeanette would like that.
I don't care.
Yeah, you do.
No, Roberta, I don't. You know what the problem is right now? Right now, the problem right now is I feel great.
Good.
No, I mean, I feel fantastic. I mean, like everyone's afraid of the incoming president, but maybe he's not such a bad guy, and if I could like write a letter, which is way awesomer than a tweet, I could like practice it in my head so I don't forget, and then I could go inside and write it down on paper, and he could see that we all have the same fears, the same issues, the same. Consider abortion.
I've considered it.
Nobody wants it. Everybody thinks it's a terrible choice.
Jake.
Hear me out. But how do we get people to stop making that horrible decision? On our side, we have sex ed, condoms,
Which some of us never use.
reproductive health, information, knowledge, compassion. And on their side, they have fear of everything. So they live in fear. Abstinence, clothing regulations on girls at a young age, like hide the private parts. And I don't just mean the private parts. I mean the parts where we're all loving, feeling, thinking human beings. That experiencing an orgasm with another person can be one of the most magical and most heartbreaking things you can experience. And plus, it feels like amazing. Almost as amazing as in 24 hours, I'll have a day.
Yeah.
Does Jeanette know?
Nope. And she's not going to.
I can't believe he showed up here.
It's a small town.
Yeah, but this can't be the only party in 4 square miles. It's just, I mean, how are we going to get through the next year?
I don't know. Maybe someone in there called him. Not everyone is recovering. I almost had an abortion, right?
No.
Sammy was not planned.
Huh.
And neither was the wedding or the, oops, guess we're doing this.
Huh. Jesus.
So, I mean, I get your use of abortion as an example, but some people don't like to think about it at all because it doesn't exist in the realm of the hypothetical. Shit. It's okay.
I mean, just shit.
Yeah. Might be getting divorced.
Oh, God.
And I really hate Jeanette.
She's just one island. It's just her way.
And I really want to screw you.
Ah.
And I really want you to tell me.
Tell you what. You're beautiful.
Not to do it.
Not to screw me?
Not to do it.
You bought 2? You called him? Roberta!
I have a problem.
Me too. When you came out here, I was just trying to dig some of the shit out of my nose with a piece of ice I found on the gutter over there. Jesus. Like it wasn't too late, like it wasn't already, in.
I can't do this.
Which part?
Any of it. I just can't. The average person falls off 5 to 7 times a year. I haven't. God, it's close. Every day watching Sammy, I think, how selfish can I be? You know, to even consider. Here we are. Did Janet really just tap her watch at you?
She wants me to kiss her at midnight. I guess we're close.
Yeah. I guess we're close.
Is she still looking?
No.
Happy last minute to the worst year of our lives.
Happy last minute.
So, what are you going to do with it?
I don't know. I'm just going to hold on to it for a minute, I think.
Okay. You want to go in? Give your husband a kiss?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you do write that letter to Mr. Trump, tell him that. I don't know.
Oh, I got plenty to tell him. I've got a lot of really good ideas about.
I know. I know.
Oh, and don't do drugs.
No. Not yet.
Hear it. Oh, wow. Congrats. Come back out, Hazen.
Hey, take two worked.
Take two worked.
God.
Come on out, Hazen, actor, director. Wonderful work. That was terrific, guys. Yeah, we checked it. And Facebook people, if you're watching, if you watch the first one, thank you for tuning back in. We appreciate you sticking with us. We got some loyal fans. Thank you for being here. Wonderful job, guys. We keep seeing these weekly plays push the limits of this medium, and I think you two being in the same space created a really cool opportunity for you guys to give us all these different angles. So nothing was missed, even though we're still working remotely. So I just have one question today. This is episode 16, and I think it's a good opportunity, given that it's the two of you, to reflect on what is this meant for you to sort of create this entire like festival, a sort of from scratch, and provide all these opportunities. I know we did the math recently, and we've worked with 77 artists across 6 countries in a time where a lot of artists are sort of taking a break or feeling like maybe there's not a need for them right now. And I know we don't feel that way. And so I'd love to hear from both of you as both facilitators doing a lot of work behind the scenes. And I know, Reanna, we see you every week, but there's a lot of stuff you're doing behind the scenes, and Hazen's working with all these directors. So what has it meant for you to be able to put on this on a weekly basis and provide these opportunities to artists?
You go first.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the main thing that I keep basically harping on is that it's this platform of doing this kind of live film or the Zoom thing. I think it has the opportunity to reach a lot of different audience members who would have never stepped inside of a theater before. That's one of the things that I really love about this. And then the opportunity from an artist standpoint to be able to work with people from all around the world in this kind of immediate connection is really wonderful. And not to mention, there's the difference between, I think, our Zoom relationships of actually talking to people and in real life. I think, even though this may sound like haunting, I think it's getting a bit closer, where we're becoming more and more comfortable with actually connecting with this person on the other screen, where it doesn't feel like as far away from reality as it once did. So, but aside from that, I don't want to be too long-winded, but the being able to work with a lot of the same directors, often doing more than one project. Like I did more than one project. You, Bronwen, Pedro, Sean. I mean everybody. I don't want to list everybody. But watching people grow throughout the process, learning from each other. It's a really strong community of not just actors and writers anymore. It's also a strong group of directors who are learning from each other and adapting and growing with this new medium. And that's really great.
Cool. Reanna, how about you?
For me, well, when the day Broadway shut down, we were having a director meeting back in March. We were having a director meeting with all of the directors for what would have been our 6th 10-minute play soiree. And we had to cancel, like so many other theaters had to cancel, and it was heartbreaking. And for those people who have seen the 10-minute play soirees, you may have heard me say this already, but it's my favorite event that we do every year. It's our annual event that we do. We do a festival of 8 different plays that we choose from hundreds of submissions. We choose our favorite 8. And then we get a giant group of artists together with 8 directors, 8 designers, and then all these casts, musicians. It's really like a huge art community that we put together. And so we didn't get to do that this year. And then, we did a couple of projects at Greenhouse, which was great. We did our first short film, Zoom, lifestyle content that's in post-production. And then Joey, you were in Cross from Rome, which we started production on, which is another short film that we're doing. But there was this void because there were so many friends and colleagues of mine who just kept talking about how much they miss the work. And as theater makers, as art makers, as producers, I really felt like we had a responsibility to kind of step up and figure out a way that we could get everybody working and get everybody, practicing and doing for our audiences, but also for our own peace of mind as artists. We need this. And so this is really special to me, the quarantine soiree, because I feel like we're doing what we can to support all of the artists as best we can while we all have to be like remote. And this is a safe way for us to do that. So it's really special to me. And I'm really grateful to be able to do something like this. I mean, it's great that we have Zoom to do it, even though there's all these weird restrictions and people will say, I mean, I always say, I hate doing Zoom rehearsals, but do I hate it? Yes. But also, I love it because I love the work. And this one was great because we were together. So we got to, like, it was like acting with a human being, which is really fun and refreshing. So yeah, I guess that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I mean, I can attest, like, I mean, I've directed twice, and that's something I probably wouldn't have done if we were forced into this new medium. That maybe wasn't an avenue I would have considered. So I know that there's other people like me who are like, oh, good, I have this opportunity to continue to grow in a time where the kind of first instinct was just hit the pause button. And we've done, in my opinion, the complete opposite of that. And it's forced everyone to be more creative and problem solve and find a way to provide these opportunities. So I think you've accomplished all of that. So wonderful work. Anything else to add, or do you know what's the play next week?
I'll take over.
Okay, you take over.
Still running all the technical stuff.
Relinquished of hosting duties.
Yeah, I'll take over. So thank you everybody for tuning in to tonight's episode, the 16th episode of our quarantine soiree. And for dealing with all of our technical issues, you know, we're still learning, we're still working, we're still improving. So I hope that you join us for episode 17, which will be in 2 weeks, because next week we're taking off for Thanksgiving. And I would just like to wish everybody a really wonderful, really safe Thanksgiving. It's getting crazy out there again, guys. So from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of the heart of Greenhouse, everyone stay safe and stay healthy and have a happy holiday. And that's it. Oh, and so we'll be back December 3rd with Next by Scott Mullen, another Scott Mullen play. There's a lot of them. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.